Well, good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome to Coffee with Coach Rosa. We're going to spend a few minutes together this morning. So grab a cup of coffee. We're going to have a transformational mindset tip. Mm, Nothing like French vanilla in the morning, my friends. So we have a few minutes together. And I didn't want Tuesday to go by without a little transformational tip. And, the more that I clarify what helps you because you tell me in the chat, share these videos, let me know what really resonates with you, what helped you have a better day. I love when I get messages from you that says, today was a rough day and I had to decompress at the end of the day and I just kind of, relaxed, maybe just chilled out by myself. And I thought about some of the things you said that helped me to change my perspective of the day, to let it go and to start fresh the next day. And so that is really what motivates me and keeps me inspired to get up early and do these chats with you. So let me know. Say hi on the replay if you're watching. Let me know what you think of our topic and what do you want to hear more about. So today's quick transformational tip is remembering something about responsibility. Now, here's what I want you to just go back to basics and remember you are responsible, right, for yourself, and you are responsible to other people, right? We don't have a responsibility for other people, obviously, unless we're parents, and it's our responsibility to make sure those children are safe. But as an adult, maybe you're changing careers, maybe you're starting a business, maybe there's a major shift going on with you. When we're making major transformations, we have to keep in mind that we are responsible for ourselves and to other people. We're not responsible for them. We're not responsible for their happiness. We're not responsible for their success or failure. We are responsible to them. We have responsibility to them. So I have a responsibility to you, perhaps, to make sure that I don't know how the microphone's working on this thing. It looks like it's not in sync with my mouth. I have to watch it on the replay. I have a responsibility to you to do the best I can to provide something that is easy for you to hear and access and listen to and has a value to you. But I'm not responsible for you to take what I teach you and that you apply it to your life. Now, I got to tell you, my whole career, this has been the hardest part for me. The whole time. When I launched my book, Mind Over Platter, the first time, and then the second time, I was so disappointed to see how few people actually do what you tell them. They'll read the book. They'll say, wow, your story. Holy moly, Rosa. I can't believe it. Because my story is rough, right? I share my true self and what I had to go through to rise up through that, to be resilient, and why you should listen to me. A lot of people found that part the most really interesting. And then there were tips of what I did to change, to completely change my mind, my life, my training, my brain's, the way my brain thinks. And when I said to people, yes, this works, try it, they'll say, oh, yeah, I should do that. And then I'd feel responsible. Like, wow, how can I help them do that? What can I do to help them make this change? And I always have to remind myself, I'm not responsible for that. I'm responsible to them for providing integrity in the work I do and caring in the sense that I'm not, that the conversations are confidential and, seeing people as whole and complete and all the things that that I believe in. I'm responsible to be that person and to continue that. But I'm not responsible for what they do with it, right? And we have to remember that when we're making a change in life, we are responsible for the actions we take and to be like, how do I say this without swearing? Um, you have to be a force to be reckoned with sometimes, right? And I'm just gonna say it. Sometimes you just got to be a badass. Sometimes you got to, you be nice and you're kind and you care, but you got to stand up for yourself, or you got to go after it, and you've got to take that next move, and you've got to do something that doesn't feel gentle to you. It's that masculine energy. Feminine energy is nurturing and kind, and it's patient and holds back. Masculine energy, it's forceful, it's hunt, and we have both energies in us. If you guys are watching, let me know. Say yes, I'm watching, and my goodness, you're right. I have to sometimes do that. Sometimes we're responsible for having that masculine energy, and sometimes we're responsible for bringing in that feminine energy. And in order for us to be successful, Hannah, it's so good to see you. Good morning, my friend. Oh, I was just thinking about you, Hannah. We need to get together. And we have to remind ourselves of that, right? And we also have to remember something else, that the people around us, and my friends that are watching, I know Hannah knows this, right? The people that are around us, our family, they may not always give us the support that we think they should give us. They may not be able to be who we think they need to be in that moment. Maybe we're going through if you're looking for a job, if you're changing careers, if you're starting a business, it's all sort of the same thing. Transformation, transitioning, it's work. And it's not the easy kind of work. And it does require a lot of that masculine energy to push through things. And then it requires the feminine energy to be patient and wait. But the other side is that we get impatient with people around us because they say, so how did it go today? So did you do this? Did you do that? And you're like, wait a minute. That's not how I need you to support me right now. Here's how I need you to support me. And here's what I want you to remember. They are not responsible for you to feel supported or loved, or that you're invincible. They have their own responsibilities, right? And they're knee deep, thought deep in what they're responsible for, which is themselves. And so their head is so wrapped up in that they don't always realize how they're supporting you. And it may not be maybe very supportive. And you have to make a decision. And that is, decide I'm responsible for me. So what can I control here? How much of this can I control? You can control how much you interact with people who are not supportive. You can control what you share. You can control the fact that you need more support. There are plenty of great groups out there. There's a lot of wonderful people going live and on YouTube and sharing their knowledge. You can become part of those communities. You could be responsible for what you need to be successful, to energize your battery, right? Now, and then look at the people around you and remind yourself, they have a lot they're responsible for right now. They are not responsible for me. Now, you might need to provide feedback to say, I would really be helpful if you could support me in this way. And yes, control what you can control. That's right. Thank you, Hannah. And then let it go and find the right support and realize, that's probably a lot to ask someone. And it's not that maybe they're choosing not to do it. Some people just don't have the capacity. And it's okay. It's who they are. Some people just aren't wired that way. But they can support you in another area of your life, right? They're just not going to be as supportive right now where you are with what you're trying to accomplish. I think it's really important to have those reality checks. I think it'll make you so much happier when you can. One of my favorite things that I teach is the Enneagram. And the Enneagram are 9 styles. And I've been teaching it since 1996. Well, I've been learning it since 1996, probably teaching it since, who knows, the late 90s. But then we understand ourselves. It's through self-awareness and self-understanding that we can then really have that reality check and be clear on what we have control over and what we don't, and to expect people to be who they are and to appreciate who they are and to have realistic expectations. I hope that was helpful. By the way, I do teach the Enneagram, so let me know if you want to take it. Sometimes and if you are on YouTube, by the way, like my channel, give me a like, subscribe. There is the Enneagram on my YouTube channel, which is the URL is Coach Rosa. So I do have a whole workshop on there if you want to learn more about that. But I think it's very useful when you're thinking about who am I, what am I responsible for, what's within my control, where do I need support right now, and who am I relying on for that? And is it their responsibility? Most likely not. And surrounding yourself with people who really are supportive of your dreams or where you're going or understand and can be that person. Well, thank you for joining me. And Hannah, if you're still watching, you are definitely one of those people for me. I love you dearly. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope you guys have a great day. I have to run. I have to teach a workshop. So you have a beautiful day. And share the video. Let me know what you think. And give us a shout out on the replay. Thank you, my friends. Stay safe and stay well.